This is something no one is talking about with Caspa and is blowing my mind. This is the 6 month candle. Okay. We are about to get a massive rejection on the 6 month candle. You don't even realize how bullish we are. We know there's a very, very high possibility with Binance listing for Caspa. The question is, will Coinbase follow? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? It's fantastic. Listen, today we're going to be talking about Caspa being on Coinbase pretty much right after it gets listed on Binance. Now, see, here's the thing. It's not officially listed on Binance, but we have data to prove that historically, many, many times, when a coin gets listed on a Binance pool, shortly after that, it gets listed on Binance itself. So we're going to break this down quickly. We broke this down a little bit before, but we're going to break this down very quickly. And we're going to see how it's correlated to Coinbase. So pretty much, right, Caspa is going to be on a Binance pool. Excited promotion, allowing all eligible users to mine Caspa or Bitcoin to share an extra bonus of 88,000 Caspa. Promotion period ending at that time. And then we could see historically with certain coins, every time there's a mining pool, right? There's the incentives, and then there's a spot listing. So that means there's a very, very high probability of Caspa getting listed on Binance in 2025. Perfect time during altcoin season. Okay. Now, how is that correlated to Coinbase? Well, ladies and gentlemen, historically, when we look at any other coins in general, when there's usually a Binance listing, there's usually a Coinbase listing. And it is literally like that 95% of the time. It is more rare for there to be a Binance listing and not a Coinbase listing than a Coinbase listing and not a Binance listing. Because Coinbase is number two, Binance is number one. But when you have the number one already listed, then the number two usually just follows most of the time, like very, very high amount of time. We can see Caspa in terms of market cap is growing. We can see Caspa is near its all-time highs and it is ready to expand from this long consolidation, right? It went pretty much from 10 cents to, roughly the 20 cent mark, 18, 20 cent mark for months and months on end, ladies and gentlemen. We could see that I've said, buyers have taken over. When we take it from the top of here to the bottom of the last relevant range, I said, around the point 50 is around 15 cents. A little bit around below 15 cents is where, you know, after that is the buyers taking over because that is half, right? This is half. So anything below this is a premium price, or sorry, premium discount. Anything above the point 50, you're paying a premium price because you're already not getting at a discounted price, right? That is just how it works. But buyers are okay with that because that means if buyers are willing to pay a premium price, right, not getting that discounted price, that means that it is ready for an expansion. That aligns perfectly with our altcoin season chart. We can see we are near all-time high, right, for the market cap outside the top 10 coins, which Caspa lies under. We can see we tapped it and we're kind of retesting off it, right? We might get a little bit of a pullback, but overall, the next coming days, few short weeks, we are going to start branching above this, retesting this, and flying high. We are currently here, roughly here in the market, right? We're roughly here. So we can see it did get a little bit pullbacks here and there for like a week or two straight. Who cares? Because right after that, that is just to shake you out. Right after that, it had a huge launch for the next few months. And that is exactly what's going to be happening with all the other altcoins. And that's what's going to be happening with Caspa. We see Caspa's interest over time has been rising on Google, ladies and gentlemen. We can see it is going higher and higher. We can see people are more interested. It is getting more relevant. And this is why I believe it's going to have a big impact. Everything is building up right now for the Big Bang. It really is. Everything is building up right now for the Big Bang. We could also see Caspa has a new hash rate all-time high of 1.4 EH/s. The Cas hash rate is growing steadily, and more big players are joining in. So there's momentum building up. I'm telling you, Caspa is going to explode. People are worried about the fundamentals. I saw a few comments worried about the fundamentals about Caspa. But here's the thing, there's so much more adoption now than there ever was. So fundamentals are more important now than they ever were. Is it going to be 100% fundamentals matter? No. I believe that's probably going to be next cycle or in the next few years. But fundamentals went from kind of like, mediocre important to important in my opinion. So I do believe, since a lot of a lot of companies, a lot of banks, a lot of institutions, a lot of big players are going to jump into crypto. And the more the world kind of says, okay, crypto's legit, crypto's going to be the future, the more I believe all these institutions, countries, companies, anything will start investing in fundamentally well coins first before, they value other narratives or they value other things in coins, right? Meme coins are great, but at the end of the day, it pretty much is something like, uh, it's just a bubble ready to get bursted. We can see with Turbo here, as much as I love Turbo, um, this is all about community. This is all about, because meme coins are such a high narrative. This is all because, humans are just weird. Humans want the biggest return, so they're going to take the biggest gamble, and biggest gamble are meme coins. But there's calculated gambles you can do in life, like, investing in Turbo, investing in Myro, investing in higher probability coins that will pump very, very hard that are meme coins. But at the end of the day, something like a meme coin, it just relies all on us. There is no real value, right? There is no real value behind a meme coin. As much as I love the toad, that is the truth at the end of the day. If crypto was all fundamentals, which I believe will be more and more over the next few years, then things like Turbo wouldn't, pump the way they are. I still believe meme coins would be around no matter what, because people always see an opportunity to, big risk, big reward. But I don't think they would have the motion they have nowadays. And that's like, listen, it just is what it is. But back to Caspa. If you are looking to be buying Caspa, you are almost out of time. For me personally, I would buy now, because for me, even a 5 or 10% dip is not going to stress me out, because I know in a couple months, I expect to see massive, massive gains. We talked about this. I still believe roughly you can still get a 10x at the lower end. Uh, just because most coins will be reaching that 35 to 45 billion market cap, which would be roughly an 8 to 10x with Caspa. Not only that, Caspa is very, very unique. This is something that no one's talking about Caspa. Let's talk about this. The 6-month candle is about to end as a huge rejection. A huge rejection. This candle indicates that sellers were here. Sellers were here, and we can see the rejection. This is going to be a rejection. We can see the candle itself. The candle itself is going to close somewhere here. Yes, we still have 3 weeks to go, but at this current moment, Caspa's candle is going to close somewhere there, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower, but regardless, it is still going to be such a huge rejection. If you don't know, the body of the candle, so you see this big green, that is the candle. Anything else, the lines, is where price was at one point. So we can see at one point 6 months ago, Caspa's price was at 7 cents, but the last relevant zone was 11 cents, because this was rejecting over here to push further up. And then price did, in that 6-month period, hit 20 cents pretty much, but it closed at 19. And we can see, so we could see that the candle, this 6-month candle, had selling pressure at one point at 10 cents, but is going to close near the all-time highs. That is indicating a massive, massive rally. No one is ready. People are going to jump in on the bandwagon, but you heard it here first. Caspa is going to explode. Caspa will explode. Nothing suggests it won't. Fundamentally, we have Binance listing almost like 99%, and a Coinbase listing 85% chance listing right after Binance, just because the way the market follows, trends follow. And you know what? I'm not going to say it, but there's also a chance in the future Robinhood listing could be very possible. Okay. Next thing, technical analysis. When anything goes sideways for a while, it's bound to have a very massive rally. It's bound to have a very massive rally. So we've been going sideways for about a year, right? We've been going sideways for more than a year. Okay. Now, if we break it down to a smaller time frame, like I said, it started to respect roughly the 14.5 to 15 cent area. What does that mean? Buyers are taking over. Buyers are taking over. Selling pressure is getting weak. Time is limited. Altcoin season just around the corner. The timing, everything is perfect and aligns perfectly well with Caspa to explode. And this is why I'm so excited for this project. Right? We already know Caspa has, like, at the minimum, I'm being very generous to other coins. I'm being very generous. We already know Caspa is a top 10 fundamental coin in the market. And I'm being very generous right now, okay? To other coins. I'm being generous to other coins, right? We're gonna underplay Caspa a little bit. We're gonna be nice to the other coins, okay? We already know Caspa is a top 10 coin in fundamentals. This thing is here to stay. This thing has a future. I don't care what anyone says. I'm super excited. Kaspa Army, if you are too, make sure to like and subscribe. Guys, I love you so much. I'll talk to you guys next time.